What's going on, guys? Sorry I'm so late. Thank you so much for your patience. How are you guys doing? Welcome to All Signs. All right. Let me go ahead and put on my little playlist that unfortunately I know you guys are going to hear, but I'm going to try to keep it as low as humanly possible. Okay. What's up, Susan? Missed you right back. Good to see you, of course. Okay. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and let everyone know that I am good to go on Hipsy. Yeah, sorry you guys. It just really I was not feeling well at all. I was just really not feeling well. So thank you so much for waiting on me. I almost didn't make it, honestly. I just was not feeling well. I wonder how many times I can say I was not feeling well on the stream. Okay. There we go. All right. Hi, what's up, Karmic Karen? What's up, Lori? What's up, Tom? What is coming towards me? Listening to Violetta Alexis Tarot, but of course, I love that. Oh my God, I just put my notice in to move out of that terrible, terrible apartment. So happy. That apartment was awful. That apartment was so bad. Like that place is so bad. And it was so weird because like when I would be in my room sometimes, it would feel like my head was being cooked in a microwave. And I kept hearing these like weird, I don't know what the hell it was. It was so weird though. It sounded like sound waves. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it was like those cell phone towers that were like in my backyard, basically. I don't know what it was, but I was like, okay, it's gotta be my bedroom, right? And so I would sit in my bedroom for like an hour and I would have a terrible headache. I would leave out of my room and go into the living room for like 45 minutes. Headaches were gone. That place, I got like no sleep ever. That's why you guys saw me at my parents' house like all the time. I just couldn't do it. It was absolutely the worst. Oh no, Karen, I'm so sorry. What's up, Naga? What's up, Donna? Nice to see you. Which location? I'm in Scotland. Manifestation, guys. I'm manifesting Scotland. All right. God, I feel so bad. What's up, Complexity? Well, don't fight your sleep, baby. I understand if you gotta go. Like, what's a good time for you? Like, honestly, because I feel like you can never really be here. May I kneel down in your live stream? Oh, God. Well, guys, they're here. We love a good, submissive man. Oh, come on. I was just playing with my food, Lori. Why'd you have to go and delete his messages? Oh, no problem, Susan. Anyway, you guys, so welcome to All Signs Tarot. We're going to be taking a look at what may be coming towards you for this weekend, okay? So this is the 7th, 8th, and 9th, okay? I'm going to try to take my time with these readings, although, again, I'm not feeling very well, okay? I'm just barely kind of scraping by. But I'm here. If you guys want to book a super chat question and get your cards read during the live, then you can head on over to hipsy.com/Violetta Alexis. You can find that link. It is pinned in the chat box, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys what sign you would like me to start with. Whoever answers first wins. Because I'm not in the mood. Well, what Lori says goes. Okay, Mary says Pisces. Pisces won today. What's up, Delani? I love that name, by the way. I don't know why. I just like that name. All right, so we're going to do Pisces. Let's get a little sage in here, shall we? Also, so I know that nobody cares about my life most of the time. I know you guys just want your cards read. But I have always had issues because I have always been tall and very skinny, okay? Of course, I'm not as skinny as I once was, but I'm still slender, okay? I'm like 132 pounds. I'm 5'8", right? I never wear jeans. When do you guys ever see me wear jeans? Very few and far in between. And that's because I can only get like the straight leg jean or the, what is it called? The skinny legs, which I hate that because I already have skinny legs. It makes me look awkward. I can never find jeans that are slender enough and long enough. And bitch, I found them. I am so happy. Look how long they are. I actually got them from Fashion Nova. I was like, you know what? They're 16 bucks. What is there to lose? Nothing to lose, baby. Everything to gain. 10 out of 10. So excited. All right. So let's go ahead and light this sage. Didn't know Fashion Nova still had it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't shopped in Fashion Nova since like 2021. Super exciting. What's up, Priscilla? Fashion Nova hits. You know what? I hate to admit it, but they really do, baby. You know what I love the most? And I really want to gatekeep because I love this brand. It's my favorite brand. Little fun fact, when I was younger, I was obsessed with the Spice Girls. If you don't know who the Spice Girls are, you need to leave. But seriously, if you don't know who they are, you're way too young to be in here, okay? At least for me. And my favorite out of all of them was Sporty Spice. Loved her. Was obsessed. Didn't realize that she was my bi awakening at the time. She was. I had no idea, right? I was like, God, that's so hot, right? Or I wasn't thinking about it like that, but I thought it was attractive enough that I decided that at the whopping age of 10 years old, I was gonna rock those fucking windbreaker pants and those crop tops. I didn't care what my parents had to say about it. Oh yeah. And so one night I put on my little sneakers. I put on my blue windbreakers, my little white crop top at, the bursting age of 10 years old. And I tried to leave the house, right? Because my best friend's mom was going to come pick me up and she was going to take me to the Raging Spice Girl party. So excited, right? And they're like, no, you're not leaving the house like that. And I was like, why? And they're like, you are 10 years old. You're not wearing that. Obviously, you can imagine my devastation. So I did what my parents said, and I went upstairs and I put on a regular shirt, okay, like a big t-shirt. That doesn't necessarily mean that I took off the crop top. I had the crop top underneath. And I went to that party, baby. Yes, I did. And the first thing that I did when I got there is I took off that big ass t-shirt. And guess who showed up an hour later? I'm standing there dancing to, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Tell me what you want, what you really, oh yeah. And guess who walks in? But my parents through the front door. Oh shit. I did not have my oh shitting pants on. And I got in so much trouble. Anyway, so that was a side quest. What I really meant to say is I love that sporty style. I always have. I think it is very much my essence and my vibe. And I like when I try to like dress up in the heels and stuff, it doesn't feel like me. I can do it and I can do it well, but it feels very unnatural. It feels like a giraffe in roller skates. I can play it off though. No one will have no idea how uncomfortable I feel. I feel like a grown ass lumberjack man walking around in these heels with a beard on. And I feel like I'm cosplaying woman. It's very awkward. I can play it off though. Anyway, I found this brand called Joa Brown. This is not sponsored. I don't make any money. I wish. But they're really expensive. But bitch, when I can, I'll sit there and like stash away like little bits of money to buy like one shirt that ends up being like $300. I don't care. Joa Brown is my holy grail. That is it for me. Love it. I wish they would do like pink and stuff, but their vibe is more like street New York, sporty gym girl kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Heels are painful. They are. And like, I'm not trying to be weird, okay? Wait, why is Delani's messages deleted? Anyway, like if you see my freaking feet, I have a really high arch. Okay, I'm not trying to be weird, but I have a really high arch. So when I wear heels, there's like a space missing in the footing is what it feels like. Oh, okay, Delani. Okay. Okay, Priscilla. Were you even pretending correctly if you didn't change the fit after the parents said go change? Oh, was I even pre-teening correctly? Right. I know that every girl has done that. Like, I don't care who you are. I have tiny feet. I don't have tiny feet. I've been told I have really nice feet, though. I need to get my toes done. But, like, you know what? I just feel really weird. I'm sorry. I know that I'm just sitting here talking. I know you guys just want to see your sign. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Apparently, I'm just in a talky mood. Nighttime is sometimes a little bit more lively for me. But I feel really weird, like sitting there and like a woman or a man. I feel better when it's a man, to be honest. I don't feel bad at all. When it's a man doing it, I don't feel bad. Okay. I think more men should wash the feet of women, okay, as a humility ritual. Okay, I think that men could use it. I'm just kidding. But I really feel awkward when a woman's doing it. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, how gross to be a customer. I feel like such a piece of crap, you know? And then I think about like, not to get weird, but you know, I dated somebody very religious back in the day. And so I know a couple of things. And I know that like part of like Jesus's thing was like he washed the feet of his disciples or some shit. I don't know. And like I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like you're just so much better than this. And I'm just disgusting. I just feel so terrible. Are you a model? Hilarious. I'm an esthetician, nail tech if you're ever in. You live in North Carolina? Oh my God. You don't live that far from me. Which base is this a friendly help that you're getting pampered? Huh? I stopped wearing high heels after I ruined my favorite pair. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gorgeous. Thanks, Shannon. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, so we're starting out with Pisces, you guys. We're starting out with Pisces. You know what's funny? I was thinking about the astrology today, and now Venus is now officially in Scorpio. Thank God I'm having my Venus return. I never know how to feel about it, honestly. Venus doesn't do well in Scorpio, but nonetheless, Venus was at 29 degrees earlier this afternoon, you know, and it's like 29 degrees is like the last hoorah, you know, like something's ending there. And it's funny because I have Venus going through my sixth house, and you know, the sixth house can also represent like leases and things like that. And it was Venus was at the last degree in my sixth house today in Libra, and today is the day that and I didn't even think about it until I did it, and I was like, oh my God, how interesting is that, right? So I thought that was pretty cool. So I hope you guys are ready for this Venus in Scorpio transit. Not only is it Scorpio season, we have Venus in Scorpio right now as we speak. Yes, Priscilla. What are we on? Drugs. I'm just kidding. No, not really. We are shuffling the cards so we can do Pisces. All right, last shuffle. Libras rule. They can, for sure. Gavin Newsom and Mamdani is are Libras. You're hilarious. Thanks. It's all the trauma. Let me see here. What's up, Texas? All right. Maybe I should. I'm sorry, you guys. I need to shuffle these clarifiers. I can't seem to pre-order. Oh, the pre-order is all done. I'm sorry. You should be able to order though. I'm so sorry, Karen. Let me go ahead and fix this. Remove. Sorry. I already put that I'm live on Hipsy, so it kind of. There we go. I'm sorry, guys. Libra done. No, I just got on here. I just got on, guys. We're starting with Pisces today. Right. I'm sorry, Karen. Where it says upload file, it's not responding. I don't know. That's really weird. You're in Brazil? Oh my God, you don't want to be here right now, baby. I promise. You don't want to be here right now. I assure you. That's okay, cocaine. You do not want to be here. That is an absolute disaster. All right, let's see. 2 more shuffles. You were going to do the whole thing together. What's the thing? I don't know what you mean. All right, Pisces. They're canceling all the flights anyway, right? My mom was like, oh my God, we should go to New York. I'll fly you out there. I was like, I'm not flying. I am not flying, baby. Nope. You are not going to catch me on no damn plane. What's up, Mario? All right. Let's move on. All right, Pisces, how are you? Let's go ahead and see what you have going on or what's coming towards you for this week. But first, let's go ahead and check out your energy. Okay. 6 of Wands reversed. What's coming towards Pisces? The Empress reversed. Some of you are going to have issues with the feminine energy this weekend. You know, it definitely feels like somebody who's smothering you or projecting some kind of insecurity onto you in one way or another. Your guidance is the Sun. Well, I think that's kind of interesting because you have the Six of Wands reversed. So to me, it feels like you're either A, not really trying to draw attention to yourself, or B, you feel like a failure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so you may feel like a little bit of a failure this weekend, but let's go ahead and clarify before we jump the gun. The Two of Wands reversed. I think that you only really feel like a failure. It's not that you actually are a failure. I think right now you're in the midst of pivoting towards a certain direction and away from another one. And I think that that's why you feel like a failure. That in-between space that we can be in sometimes when we're feeling uncomfortable, when we feel like we're still latched on to one thing, but we're trying to latch on to another thing, but maybe we don't know what it is yet. Maybe it's an old job connected to a new career path. Maybe it's an old relationship and going into being single. It's like this weird, very awkward, what is it called? Purgatory. You know, life's mini purgatories. And I think that's kind of where you guys are stuck at a little bit. So it's not that you're a failure. It feels like with that Two of Wands reverse, you're more so in between stages or phases of your life. The Lovers is here. So you make a decision where you may have felt like you were failing, where you felt like you didn't know where to pivot. You're figuring it out. Because I think that you were thinking about it, or you're thinking about it in a way that's not really working for you. And what do I mean by that? Like, let's say that you have always been in restaurant jobs your entire life, and you're like, oh God, you know, I'm so done working at Outback Steakhouse. I'm so sick of it. Right? And you're like, well, maybe I can go work at PF Chang's. That's a little bit nicer, right? And then you're like, you know what? I don't want to do any of that shit. I don't want to work at another restaurant, right? Not saying it's a restaurant. I want to start a YouTube channel for psychology. I don't know, right? Maybe you got a psychology, whatever it is. So there's something bigger, something that's more aligned with who you are as a person. That's what it makes me feel like. For some of you, quite frankly, it may be that you're just not really drawing any attention to yourself, but you actually, by doing that, by trying to hide, it may be that somebody actually notices you and ends up trying to hit on you, if that's something that you're open to. For others of you, if you are feeling like a failure, it may be that you have somebody that is making you feel like you're not. Somebody who's actually very, very much there, present, communicative, and supporting you in some way. Now, what's coming towards you is the Empress reversed. Okay. The Five of Pentacles reversed. What's the intent of this person? Six of Swords reversed. Somebody has got a bone to pick with you, in my opinion. It looks to me like there's somebody here who, okay, I heard the word suffering. I heard the word suffering. Why did I hear suffering? This person has had something on their mind for a really long time. And they kind of been in the trenches with it a little bit. They kind of been in the trenches. Why did I talk like that? I don't know if this person has an accent or they talk in a very distinct way. Anyway. But this is somebody who's really not feeling very good about themselves. And it may just be that they're trying to get you to help them resolve a problem with that Five of Pentacles reverse, Six of Swords reverse, right? They're kind of feeling down and out. They're like, God, can you please help me? Pisces, I need some fucking help, right? For others of you, it can be some kind of ex. And it can also be somebody, if you have not been in contact with this Empress reverse for a while, this can be somebody who's coming back for I don't know, maybe they're trying to hash something out with you. It seems like they're trying to resolve something. How does Pisces feel about this person? What's Pisces' opinion about this person? The Hierophant. This is somebody that you feel you have a foundation with, okay? So somebody that you're aligned with, maybe in regards to morals, values, spiritual, religious beliefs, or there's something here that just feels comfortable because you have built a foundation with this person. For some of you, it's a wife or a husband or some kind of person that you were in a relationship with or you were in a relationship with, and that can be where that Lovers is coming from. You have the Sun for your guidance, the King of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Cups. All right, well, here we go. Here's where the men in the comments start to hate me, but that's okay. So the guidance here, we have the Sun, the King of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Cups. It seems like there's a feminine energy who is pretty on board with how they're feeling. There's a mutual love, mutual feelings here. It's somebody who's very sensitive, very kind, very loving. The King of Cups reverse is kind of a moody, jealous, gonna blow smoke up your ass in order to get their needs met, or can just be really emotionally immature. With the Sun being there, I feel like the masculine may need to lighten up a little bit, okay? And I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that's somebody else. If you are not this masculine, then what I would say is just try to keep things lighthearted. I would say to lead by example and kind of, be the change that you want to see. Like, if somebody's confronting me sometimes and I can tell that they're on edge, or, maybe they're in their ego a little bit, I'm like, okay, either I can just walk away from this, or I can try to lead by example and set the tone for the conversation and try to be as mature as possible to not trigger this person, to be able to show them that this is how you conduct a conflict. I'm not saying I'm successful all the time. Okay, we all got an ego, right? But I feel like for some of you, that may be the guidance. All right, that's what I got for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and move on to Aries. Aries, the Knight of Pentacles reversed is your energy. I like it. You're hard at work, hardly working maybe. The Page of Cups reversed for what's coming towards you. Oh, dear God. It could be something with a child, but to me, this is... we'll have to clarify, but the Page of Cups reverse can be somebody who's a little bit of a whiner, woe is me, I'm always a victim. It can be emotional manipulation. Your guidance for this, Five of Swords reverse, don't play into any games, honestly. Don't play into any games, don't give into it, don't do it, just don't do it. The Knight of Pentacles for your energy with the High Priestess reversed. And the Hermit reversed. You're moving through some pretty thick waters. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. How else are you going to move through sludge and thick waters, right? Besides slowly and incredibly cautiously. And the High Priestess reverse can sometimes be where we start to allow external opinions affect how we feel about what we're doing, who we are, what our potential is, and what we may be working on. And you're allowing that to, okay, I heard infect. Okay, you're allowing that to infect your psyche, and it's causing paranoia. But what you need to remember is that what you're doing, you have seen and are seeing progress from it. So if you give too much of your power away in that direction, that's exactly what's going to happen. So try not to listen too much about what everybody else is saying. It doesn't mean that you can't buy the advice of somebody who truly cares about you or knows what they're talking about, but just don't take on too much or take in too much. That's going to cause you to fail or impact you on a negative level. What's coming towards you? Ugh, God, please. Oh, it's very passive aggressive. I heard plausible deniability. You know those people that, like, they'll say something super shady. Sorry, I know it sounds so negative, but they'll say something that's super shady, but it's just coded enough in manipulation that you like almost have to question whether or not they meant to, let's say, insult you or throw shade. That's what I'm getting here. You're like, and then you call them out and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're overreacting. And it's like, you need to listen to that. Because I think for some of you, that might be what this is about. It might be that you're like, wait a minute. You know, it's like that TikTok sound. Is this play about us? Yes. Okay. I do feel like somebody is throwing this like low key shade and trying to play it off like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. And it's telling you not even to give into that. Yeah, don't even give into it. It's just manipulation. Someone needs a reaction from you. Yeah, see? 3 of Cups reversed. Don't even associate. Don't even acknowledge. Don't even, your energy, your responses, your reaction is currency. So how much currency or money are you going to spend at their shit show? You got to think about it like that. Okay. That's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, let's see what's coming towards you for this weekend. The 7 of Cups reversed in your energy. All right. You're being very, very realistic. I mean, Venus being your ruler, Venus moving into Scorpio. In the trenches, baby. In the sexy trenches. You know what I'm saying? The Judgment, speaking of Scorpio, this is what's coming towards you. It can be a reconciliation. 3 of Swords is your guidance. Oh, dear God. Well, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to be judgy. Seven of Cups reversed with the 9 of Wands. I don't hate it. 7 of Swords reversed. What is that? Taurus. You are pretty spot on for what you know. There's a huge reality check that you're having. I feel like you've had it for a while. It's seeing right through the BS, right through any crap. And you're making a conscious decision to keep your boundaries pretty high. And I feel like you're doing it successfully. But you want to welcome something or someone in, and you feel guilty about it. Why do we feel guilty? The 5 of Pentacles reversed, because maybe a person abandoned you. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the 6 of Pentacles reversed. It's something to do with your self-worth. Like, what's the best way to say this? Like, okay, let's say that you have a situationship. Let's say you have a situationship. Oh, God forbid. Say you have a situationship and like, you know that this person, this man or this woman is not going to commit to you. Like, you're very well aware, right? And you're like, no, boundaries are high. You're not playing around, you know, but you're like, ugh, but like, I want to, you know, but you feel guilty about it because you know that someone, whether it's a job or a romantic partner, is never going to give you what you believe your value to be. but it's like that feeling guilty of wanting to open the door. You know, it's like the you know, in some of those old movies or whatever, not even old movies, where it's like if a vampire knocks at your door, they can't come in unless you invite them. It's like the vampire is at your door, you know, and you know you're not gonna invite them in, but you're kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Taurus, we see you. Listen, Taurus and Libra, you guys got to be careful. You know, Venus and Scorpio, you got to be careful. You might get tempted. The devil comes knocking. Oh, see, Judgment, the Star. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Judgment is your textbook reconciliation, okay? And it can be around a friend, because the star is Aquarius. You know, Aquarius has relations to the 11th house. You know, it can be friends, groups, communities, something like that. It seems like a person that you've had a missed opportunity with, okay, comes back around this weekend maybe, and tries to sell you a dream, okay? Maybe this is like a boss who fired you, and maybe they did it in a very humiliating way. 10 of Swords reversed. And, you know, now they're like, oh God, you know, they're taking accountability. They're like, I don't know why I acted like that. Like, please come back to work, you know, or if it's an ex, it's something like that. But this person is being very honest. Whoever this is, they're being very honest with you, and they're coming in a very healing way. What's this? And what's the intent here? The Two of Cups reversed. They want to be understood, or I feel like they're wanting some kind of reconnection. But it might be more on a friendship level, maybe, if their intent is the Two of Cups reversed. For others of you, it's that they're wanting to reconnect. Your guidance is the Three of Swords. Ugh. The Knight of Wands reversed. The Knight of Swords reversed. What are you telling them to do exactly? Don't do something you're going to regret. Don't do anything that you're going to regret. I think that you've been around this block before with that Three of Swords, where you've really been maybe hurt by this person specifically. And with the Knight of Wands reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed, it's like, don't let this person walk you like a fucking dog, you know? Because like the Knight of Wands reversed is like, I just want attention. I don't really care how I get it, just because it feels good in the moment. Like, don't revert back to some kind of comfortable chaos. You know, don't just allow this person to take the lead. Like, speak your mind if you feel like you need to, but I would really be cautious around circling back to this, because it can end up in another kind of heartbreaking situation. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Taurus, if that is about love. Let's move on to Gemini. What's up, Aubrey? What's up, Mojo? Thanks. All right. So I missed you too, Aubrey. It's really great to see you. Okay. So, Gemini, let's go ahead and see. You're in the Fool reversed energy. Feeling a bit hesitant, are we? Well, your ruler is in shadow. You have the Two of Swords reversed for what's coming towards you. Okay. Your guidance. The Eight of Pentacles. Not the worst card in the world. The Eight of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo after all. Thank you very much. Let's see the Fool reversed. The Moon. Oh, you're scared. What are you so scared of? What are we scared of? The Temperance reversed. Oh, stop it, Gemini. It's so crazy how we can allow fear and what other people may say, or how our art is going to be perceived, or how we're going to be perceived. Everything is about perception. Everything is about how we're being perceived, you know? And there's a method to my madness. Just hear me out, okay? And I have that issue, of course, just like everybody else. I'm a human being. But I have written things before that, you know, certain people didn't like. Or it made them uncomfortable, or they thought I was being, I don't know, biased, or whatever it might be, right? And that's okay. I think that art or things about you specifically, you are not born to make everyone feel comfortable all the time. Doesn't mean that you go around like, you know, slapping people in their face. No, that's not what I'm saying. But somebody one time had commented on my writing, and they were like, they just basically were not happy with it, okay? And I said, well, I write for me, okay? What I choose to share with you is a gift. That is it. And that's how I think that you have to view something. I think that's how you have to view it. Like, you know, if let's say that you're a painter or an artist, and let's say you make really uncomfortable art, which I love. I think that art should challenge you. I think that it should, you know, make you think. I think it should make you uncomfortable or disturbed or whatever, right? I think that's what art should be. I think that's what art is. And you're afraid to put it out there because it is your essence. And to have your authentic essence judged like that, there's no ego, there's no balm, there's no cushion, because it is putting the nakedness of your soul onto something and gifting others the chance and opportunity to become intimate with it. And if somebody is uncomfortable with it, they do not have to be intimate with that part of you. Do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about sex. Intimacy is not just sex, okay? And that's how you have to view it sometimes. And it's not easy. And I don't know what it is for you. I really don't know what it is for you exactly, but it feels like it's something like that, because I think you guys have a lot of talent in regards to a specific area in your life. But it's almost like you are fearful of creating it. The Two of Swords reversed for what's coming towards you. The King of Swords reversed. The Page of Wands reversed. There it is. Yeah, like you are going to have somebody or people who have decided that they are going to not like you, or like what you're doing, or like what you are putting out there. And like, thank God, right? Like, Thank God, because, and I said this on my last stream, so forgive me, but if you are making art based around, let's say it's art, if you're making art or you are speaking in a way that is based around what you believe that everyone else is going to think, your life is no longer your own. It is everyone else's. And this is something that I'm still learning, and it's really difficult. But I think that you may get some naysayers this weekend. And I think that that can sometimes be a good thing. Even if like you're in the wrong about something, then you can allow yourself to be challenged by another person's perspective and opinion. If it's like art that you're putting out into the world and somebody doesn't like it, great. I don't want to write something that everybody likes. How fucking boring. Oh my God, right? How boring. So it feels like a blessing in my maybe not so humble opinion. So then we have, wow, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. You know, own that. Own it. This is Saturn and Sagittarius. I have Saturn and Sagittarius. When I had my Saturn return, baby, I really said, fuck it. I really didn't care what anybody thought anymore. And I think for a lot of you guys, like, it's about just taking responsibility for your own work and what it is that you're mastering. Taking full accountability for what it is. And being like, yeah, that's mine. Look, like, don't be afraid. The Chariot. The Chariot is all about courage, control, direction. You have a lot more control than you think. Especially when you give up the control of what other people will think. Easier said than done, right? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Gonna move on to Cancer. What's up, Kinez? Finger wagging. You're welcome. All right, Cancer. Let's see what you have going on this weekend. Okay, the King of Wands. You're showing up as a masculine. Love that. Looking good. Feeling sexy. Maybe focused on entrepreneurial endeavors. Ace of Cups reversed for what you can expect. Your guidance, the Six of Cups reversed. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see that King of Wands. What is that Page of Pentacles reversed about? Okay, show me the other energies. What's this about? Huh. I mean, you know, this is kind of interesting. I mean, like, it seems like you're kind of hanging in limbo a little bit. You're hanging in limbo, and I think it's about maybe some kind of project, some kind of effort that you had been putting in some direction of your life. Maybe it was in regards to a business, and now you don't really know what to do with it. It's not like harsh and you're mellow, though. You know what I mean? Like, you seem to be pretty confident about what it is that you're doing, even what it is that you're not doing. You're just kind of being. I think that you're in a very creative energy this weekend, a very confident energy this weekend. You know, you're maybe going after what you want, but there are still things that you feel like are kind of in the back of your mind. It's like that you don't really know what to do with. And I think a lot of it has to do with missed opportunities, a fear of missed opportunities, whether or not you should continue to put effort into like a certain project or towards a certain subject or a person, whatever it is. You're having a hard time surrendering to the unknown and what you don't know, just what you don't know. But I feel like you're so done with like being bored, you know, like some of you have just felt really bored. And I feel like a lot of you guys are just so done with that vibe. Like, I think that you guys are really ready to just like show up, show out, show off, you know, while you're looking good doing it kind of thing. I mean, it's a good energy. It just feels like you're still stuck on something from the past. There may be something that's being delayed as well, like some kind of money or financial job, physical thing that's being kind of delayed in some way, but it seems like you're pretty confident that everything's going to work out ish. Okay. Ace of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. Oh my. You may have what's a good way? I'm gonna make this really simple, okay, instead of complicating it. Shocker, I know. Let's say that this weekend you really wanted to talk to one of your siblings, and you're like, oh man, you know, Devin, do you want to come hang out with me? And get some coffee, and maybe we can talk about my new book idea, right? And then they're like, yeah, sure. And then they end up flaking on you, or they don't respond or something. Then you try to like invite your mom or something like that, and they don't respond, and like you're like, oh, okay. And you don't feel supported, is what it feels like. It's like you don't feel supported, or you feel like maybe you're not having any harmony in your relationships. You feel very drained a lot of the times. There can be somebody that has been draining you in some way, or you keep trying to put all this energy into some kind of family or relational issue, and it just like is not working, and somebody could, to be honest with you, God, I hate to say it, I really do, but somebody could like block you or ghost you, or they're just not showing up in the way that you want. And it's like, even if they're giving you nothing, right? Even if there's somebody, like whether it's a relative or a partner, even if they're giving you nothing, that can feel so draining internally. It can feel so draining. But I like the King of Wands there in your energy, like, like you're good, you know what I mean? But I think it's just a little like, kind of. The Six of Cups reversed with the Wheel of Fortune. Don't stick on it too. Don't like stick on that too long. Like, don't hold a grudge. Don't let it set you back. The Three of Wands reversed. Don't get frustrated, like especially if you're feeling like something is not coming quick enough, or something is not happening fast enough. And I was kind of getting that on that Page of Pentacles reverse, where like maybe there was kind of a delay, and you just, it's almost like you were waiting on somebody else. Like, for instance, let's go back to this idea that you wanted to invite your mother or your cousin Devin, right, out to hear about your book idea, and like they never responded. You don't have to wait for a response to go forward with your book idea. Baby, talk to ChatGPT, if you got to, right? Like, do a little bit of Google, whatever it is, and you can move forward with that. But don't let that stick you up or delay your progress in some kind of way. Don't get frustrated because you feel like something isn't happening enough, because maybe you're putting the power in somebody else's hands. It doesn't need to be that way. It's kind of like the energy of let go and let God is kind of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Give me one more for advice, because I love Cancer. The Justice. Well, for some of you, I want you to focus on reciprocal relationships. And I say that because, well, obviously the Justice is the advice, but with those two aces reversed plus the 10 of Cups reversed, it can, it can really feel like somebody is not supporting you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's the Nine of Cups reversed. Well, it still stands. It's like you're not getting something that you wanted that you were very confident about. And so it may be asking you to focus on reciprocal relationships. And doing the next right thing. You know, it's such a stupid piece of advice, but I remember I was dating this Taurus guy a long time ago, and I was very overwhelmed in my life at the time. And he goes, okay, I know that you're overwhelmed right now, but I want you to think about what is the next right thing to do. Like, what is the next right thing to do? What is the number one priority at this very minute? Start working on that. And I know it sounds so dumb, but I swear to God, it has saved my life so many times, you know? And I feel like for you guys, that's what you need to focus on. You know, maybe it's like you guys want to take a freaking trip with somebody and like they're not answering, or it's like go on that damn trip by yourself, you know? Girl, I don't even read the damn troll comments most of the time. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Leo. Okay, Leo, the Eight of Cups. You're walking away. You're out of there, going at it alone. I just heard Freebird. That song Freebird. Is it by Leonard Skinner? I don't know, but I love that song. Then we have the Four of Cups reversed for what's coming towards you. The Nine of Pentacles reversed for your advice. Okay, Leo. All right. Tell me about that Eight of Cups. Seven of Pentacles reversed. All right. Wow. The Three of Pentacles. This is what this reminds me of. So, back when I was dating somebody, I used to like threaten to leave a lot, right? I have anxiety. I used to threaten to leave a lot. And like, it got to a point where he wouldn't even take me seriously. And he'd be like, oh, I'm packing my sandwiches. That's kind of what I feel like this is. Because you feel like you see the reality of a situation. You know, you feel like, I'm not saying that you're not going to leave, right? You clearly are. You're like, I'm not wasting my time here anymore. This is a terrible investment. I've wasted so much time and energy and money, whatever it is. So you're investing in people or collaborations that are essentially invested in you. But that first means that you have to walk away from something, which it seems like you're doing. And I don't think that this is an easy thing to walk away from, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, this just isn't feasible for me anymore. This isn't really doing anything for me. You know, and for some of you, maybe it's like you decided one day that you wanted to build a restaurant and you wanted to run it, right? And it was all yours. And you're like, oh shit, this really isn't working out. And so now maybe you start a business with your family or something. So now it's easier to manage. Not saying that that's what it is, okay? But clearly there's some kind of collaboration or getting on the same page. Tell me more about that Three of Pentacles, actually. The Five of Cups reversed. There's somebody here that you're collaborating with that you may have had either sadness around, regrets around, or some kind of shady past with. But it seems like something, see, all this retrograde energy, man. You're finally on the same page with someone. And it seems like it's working out really well. Feels very work-oriented. The Four of Cups reversed for what's coming towards you with the Ten of Cups reversed. The Page of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like this is probably what you're walking away from. It kind of reminds me of Cancer a little bit. There's someone here in your life that is very committed to abandoning the plot. Like it's somebody who's very committed to assuming the worst, you know, not showing up for you, not, you know, giving you a hug when you need it, or just assuming that you have bad intentions or they're involved with some kind of gossip, rumors, drama. Like I remember a long time ago, something had happened where it was, to be honest, I was a victim in the situation. Like, okay, I'm not trying to like sound like, oh, I was a victim. No, but like I was. And the person who did it to me could not take accountability for what they did. And so they ended up creating an entire lie about me in order to cover up what they did. And like people that I loved very dearly bought into it until like many years later it came out that I did not do those things. So, and I remember just being like, you know what? You can have it. I didn't try to convince anybody. I didn't try to anything. Like I just left it. And I feel like for some of you that might be where you're at in a situation where you're kind of in that place of, it doesn't matter what I do or what I say, these people or this person is always just going to think these things about me. Or this person is always going to be committed to misunderstanding me, whatever it is. And so you might kind of just be like, you know what, fuck you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to deal with it. So the 9 of Pentacles reversed with the King of Pentacles reversed. This is for your guidance. Oh, wow. The Devil reversed. You don't need to prove anything to anybody, Leo. You know, you really don't. You need to prove to yourself. You need to prove to yourself that you're a good person. You need to prove to yourself that you have boundaries and you have self-love and XYZ. That's what you need to prove. But you don't have to overcompensate for somebody to feed somebody else's ego or whatever it may be. And for others of you, you have somebody in your life that is a leech. But you need to be very honest with yourself about that. Okay. Maybe you are. Maybe that's why that 8 of Cups is there. God damn it. All right. All right, thanks a lot, Leo. By the way, you guys, like I said, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but I know times are really, really hard for a lot of people right now, okay? So I'm gonna try to leave all of my readings on my website half off for as long as I can. And I also made my Hipsy one-on-one sessions half off, and I'm gonna do that for as long as I can. And also I'm going to dedicate 1 day a week to going live on Instagram and trying to give you guys free guidance. So basically free super chat questions. So the people who really need it and really need guidance like that, I don't have much to offer, but I can offer that. So if you guys want to meet up with me on Saturday on my Instagram and maybe get your cards read a little bit if you really need it, you're more than welcome to do that. My Instagram is Violetta Alexis, okay? Thanks, Blondie. Thanks, Michaela. What's up, Rams? Oh, thanks, Trix. Well, I really wish I could do more, but that's where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Aubrey. I appreciate it. I think the same of you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Virgo, okay? I actually might need to shuffle these cards. Do I still want to use those cards? No, we're going to use the Game of Thrones deck next. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Aw, thanks, Mojo. What's up, Mountain Girl? Thanks, Bionic. Thanks, Kennez. Virgo here. I'm a Virgo too. No, I do not look like Sarah Jessica Parker. Don't even try it. What's up, Lori? That's okay, Mojo. If I'm calling you out, I'm calling me out. How do you book a reading? You can go to my website at violettaalexis.com. If you want a personal one-on-one session, then you can go to hipsy.com/violettaalexis. Thanks, Harvey. I need a Virgo bestie to ground my ass. I get tired of trying to ground people. You know, I'm not talking about you, obviously. Like, I don't know you personally, but I feel like when I get into relationships, specifically romantic relationships, I end up starting to become like a therapist or a life coach, but it usually becomes so absolutely draining that it feels like I'm a life coach that never gets paid. That is exhausting to me. I just do not have luck with relationships, baby. I just don't. Not like I'm a prize piece either. Like, please trust and believe. All right, Mojo. All right, Virgo, let's see. Virgo, what's going on for you this weekend? The world reversed. Okay, some things you need to clean up, finish up. What's coming towards you? Ace of Wands reversed. That's what the Ace of Wands reversed makes me think of. I lost my boner. I'm just joking. But the Ace of Wands in traditional Rider-Waite, you look at it, it is very phallic shaped. You know what I'm saying? All right. The guidance is the Death card. Oh, hello, Scorpio season. So clearly, right, the world reversed in your energy. You have something you need to finish up. You need to wrap it up already. And the Death card is like, you need to finish this. You need to end this. Okay? So let's see what that world reversed is about. The Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this is great. The Ten of Pentacles, that is the third decan of Virgo, which is my birthday. Okay, that's Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles, please, a Virgo earth sign's dream. The world reversed, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So what's the unfinished business? Is that it? The Eight of Wands. I see. Oh my God. Has my zipper been undone this whole time? Nobody said anything? You guys suck. Perverts. Just kidding. Okay. So, I mean, like, it's all good, right? We have the world in reverse. That's Saturn, you know. Saturn rules Capricorn, which is an earth sign. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the third decan of Virgo, right? Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, more Capricorn. But what's missing? What is missing? The Eight of Wands. A little bit of fire. You got all this earth. Where's the fire, baby? You know? Where's your sass? Where's your, you know, and what's funny about this is Mercury in Sagittarius. Mercury is in Sagittarius right now. So to me, wherever you have Mercury transiting right now, I want you to look at Placidus. I feel like Placidus is more accurate. But look at your chart right now and see where Mercury is. Because that is the thing that needs a cleanup on aisle 5, baby. That's the thing. It's like, what's the best way I can explain this? Oh no, Lori, what do you mean? Okay, I'll check it out in a second. Oh, they did say something. I'm so dead. I just hate myself. So you may be very focused on like your legacy, your business, you know, you're focused on your pentacles, right? Just as a Virgo would be. But that Eight of Wands, it's like, I don't know if you're needing to move differently, if you're needing to create a different type of content, if you're needing to write something, You're needing to learn something, teach something, travel, go somewhere. Give me more on that, actually. The Queen of Swords. This is something about speaking up. This is something about speaking, writing, learning, teaching. What the fuck is this? Sorry. There is something that all the pentacle energy is great, but there's something in your life, something in your soul that burns you alive in the best way possible. And you need to shut yourself in your fucking room and you need to do it. I don't care what it is. I don't know if it's like, maybe you're a songwriter or something like that. And it's like, yes, you're working, you're making all this money. That's great. What about your songwriting? What about your guitar playing? Whatever it is, like there's something that you're needing to create and move forward with, but you need to like weed out some kind of distraction, or you need to cut out time for it. Because yes, the Four of Swords can be healing. Yes, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to talk to somebody about like your feelings. Okay, great. But maybe you're needing to lock yourself away and work on something that maybe you've been distracted from. Okay. Yeah, Lori doesn't. Lori does not. She don't give no chances. Look at Kenneth. Kenneth too. Ew, God. Gross. Who is this? What is their intent with Virgo? Ew, this is so gross. I literally hate this vibe. There's somebody who's in like a secret competition with you, Virgo. This is what you can expect, or what's coming towards you. The Ace, I'm sorry, the energy sounds so negative. I'm so sorry. The Ace of Wands reversed and the Emperor reversed. And then the Seven of Wands. This is like, okay, I'm just going to say it's a man because the Emperor is, very masculine. Okay, it can be a woman too, whatever. The Emperor reversed with the Ace of Wands reversed is somebody who is so insecure or not confident in their own sovereignty or masculinity, that they will literally create a competition inside of their head that doesn't actually exist anywhere else. And they will try to compete with you for, whatever they're competing for, some kind of weird, made up pissing contest. Have you ever had somebody do that before? And you could be friends with somebody for like the longest time, and you get to a point where you realize like, is this person in some like weird secret competition with me that I did like not get the fucking memo about? Like that's what this reminds me of. Because you guys are doing really well, it looks like, with that 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and it feels like somebody feels insecure about it. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I hate to bring this person up, but I remember there was this one time where I had a boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. I had a boyfriend. This is a long time ago. And we lived together. And I made more money than him. Didn't bother me at all. Never brought it up. Didn't think about it, whatever. We split the bills. Like, by the way, never doing that again. Anyway, so one night he gets really drunk and he's like, because we were both streamers, and he was like holding his drink and he's like, "Can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Yeah." Right? And he was a little bit drunker than me because he got started earlier than me. And he's like, "Do you ever get like jealous?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I get jealous sometimes, like sometimes in life, you know, but I just try to think like, how can I get that or get with that person? And he goes, no, like, I mean, like, jealous of me. Do you get like jealous of me when I make money? And I was like, no, why would I do that? Aren't we working towards like the same goal? And he's like, well, sometimes I just get really jealous because you make more money than me and it doesn't make me feel like a man. And I was like, oh. And then like later I found out that he was secretly going behind my back and telling people not to support me because and when I tell you it was the biggest, one of the, I would say the top 2 biggest betrayals of my life. I was so hurt. That's what that reminds me of. That's what that energy reminds me of. Your guidance is the death card. Finish him. I was just kidding. The Tower reverse. Oh, baby. The 2 of Pentacles. Oh, baby, save yourself. Save yourself, please. Please save yourself. Why am I getting the movie Pocahontas in my head? I'm getting like the talking willow tree and the song that she was singing. Colors of the Wind, was it? Why am I getting that in my mind? Okay, maybe that's for somebody. Maybe you're Native American? I don't know. That was interesting. I loved Pocahontas when I was a little girl. Oh my God, I had the little doll and I used to do a little concert. I knew all the Pocahontas songs by heart and I used to make my little 3-year-old cousin sit there and watch me perform these Pocahontas songs with my Pocahontas doll. Oh, I loved her. Anyway, I was ridiculous. Anyway, so you're needing to end something. Something has got to evolve because it feels like you are trying to hold on to a crumbling tower. It's like you're trying to hold it up and it is like crumbling between your fingers. And it's like, dude, just let it go. Seriously. Because I feel like there's something here. I'm not trying to like scare you or anything, but there's something in your life that could end up being your downfall and you need to let it go. Okay. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you. The tribe will be proud. Okay, well. Why did hear Lion King? Oh no, I didn't realize what Tay was saying. That's pretty nasty. What's up, Robin? Okay, let's move on to Libra. Libra, the Queen of Wands reversed. Libra, come on, you're so much better than that. Venus moves into Scorpio just for a couple of days and you're losing it. Just kidding. The 6 of Pentacles reversed for what's coming towards you. Okay, I gotta switch decks here. The 3 of Wands for your advice. Oh, Libra, who pissed in your Cheerios? You are so much better than you give yourself credit for, I feel like. Like as soon as I saw that Queen of Wands reverse and that 8 of Cups reverse, I'm like, oh honey, you're so much better than that. The High Priestess reversed. It is so interesting how there can be moments in our lives where we're so confident and we're taking the lead and we feel good, you know, and nothing can bring us down. And then we meet someone or someone says something and it can just like ruin your freaking day. You know what I mean? It can really make you forget who you are, forget what you stand for. You know, it can really make you lose the plot. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what it feels like to me. And it makes me feel like there's something that you're revisiting from the past that's pissing you off, that's making you paranoid, that's making you question yourself. You're too focused on something outside of yourself instead of being like, I don't accept that opinion, or I don't adopt that belief about myself, or, you know, you have to do that. And sometimes even if you need to like physically just be like, nope, you know what I mean? Just to, I swear it works. I'm also crazy. Because it seems like there's something from the past that you keep settling for it. You keep settling for it, and then you wonder why you feel like shit, or you look like shit, or, you know, you're not feeling good about yourself, or you're angry all the time, you know. And like, it's so crazy how much, like, a person, for instance, if this is about a person, it's so crazy how one person can create so much cortisol in our bodies, and, you know, or cause us some kind of autoimmune disorder because we have allowed ourselves to absorb so much of their negativity, because maybe we're codependent, we already had self-esteem issues, you know, maybe we thought we could fix them, whatever the thing is, and then it destroys us in the process. You know, like, you can explain things to people, but you cannot make them understand. You cannot understand for them, you know? It's kind of like that saying, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink, you know? So be cautious of like what you're giving your energy to this weekend. Tell me about that High Priestess reverse. The Six of Wands. Oh, Libra. Don't do that. Libra, you guys are like the beauty queens of the zodiac. Or, you know, or kings. Like, why do you feel the need to do this? Because to me, it's like this. I think that you're paranoid, that either somebody's going to get your position, or somebody's getting some kind of attention over you, or something like that. And it's really driving you crazy. You know, we're going to look at the guidance to see what's coming towards you. Is the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Wands. No way. This is like a storybook fucking plot. Two of Pentacles reversed. You know, I know you guys are sick of my stories, but I swear they have a point. I used to be like bleach blonde and very loudmouth, I still got a little bit of that in me. Very loudmouth, very, you know, very main character though, I will say. Sometimes villain, okay? But I really I looked very expensive, okay, back then. And after some years of kind of like, I really started to kind of lose my self-esteem. You know, I really started feeling down about myself, insecure about how I looked. I was going through psychological warfare as well. And then, like, you know, years had passed, and now I look like this, you know, and there's nothing wrong with how I look. I'm just saying, like, I look very different than I did. And I came across an old video of myself, and I was like, wow, she looks like she would never accept less than what she feels like she is valued at. She looks like she would never take shit from somebody. You know, she looks like she could shred you to ribbons, you know, and she could, you know. And somewhere along the way, I kind of lost my spirit. But I really didn't. What I did lose-ish, or what did start deteriorating, was the ego. And I said, well, I am still that girl. I am still that person. I just look different, and I don't have that ego anymore. I do have, however, a more refined confidence than I did. And that's what you guys need to remember, because you're showing up as the Queen of Wands reversed, and then you see the Queen of Wands here. It's almost as if it's either you see an old video of yourself or an old picture, or there's another person who reminds you of who you wanted to become or who you were. But it is to make you see how far you've come. It doesn't mean that that piece is gone, or that, you know, that person, man or woman, that would never accept less than what they were worth, doesn't mean that person's gone. But certain things have changed, and thank God they're supposed to. This is life, right? And so try to remember that when you're hanging out this weekend. The Three of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords. This to me is a time for you to expand your worldview on what is possible, and understand that there are so many facets of yourself. There are so many different parts of you that you're still even needing to explore. But I think that you're still stuck on what was or what couldn't be. But I need you to take your beautiful mind this weekend, and I need you to put it to work. I need you to start looking for reasons to be grateful. I need you to start creating reasons to celebrate. What do I mean by that? You start a YouTube channel, and within 6 months you're monetized. Yay! You start that workout regimen, you know, within a year you have your dream body, whatever it is. Okay? All right, I love you, Libra. Oh, I love that reading. I can't with the messy desk. I'm really, my 6th house stellium is going through it. I can't. I can't with the miniature messes. Ooh, good luck, Michelle. What's up, Tonio from Tonio? What's up, Tony from San Antonio, Texas? Where do you meet people? Are you talking to me? I don't meet people. I don't meet people. I do not meet people, if you're talking to me. All right. What's up, GOH? All right, so Scorpio. Ooh, please, please relax. Venus has been in your sign for a few hours, and you're already showing up as the Empress. Okay, we get it. We get it. We do. The Queen of Cups reversed for what's coming towards you. Oh boy. For some of you, you're a lesbian, or you're gay. You're in maybe a same-sex relationship. For others of you, there's somebody here, a feminine energy, who like does not trust you, but you're showing up as a feminine. Maybe it's a man that's in his feminine energy. I've been seeing a lot of that lately. The Seven of Cups reversed for your guidance, okay? Well, let's just see before I talk too much. I heard I'm done with that, okay? And then the Ten of Swords came out. Oh my God. See, I need to listen to the voices in my head more often. Wow. Scorpio, I love this. I love it so much. I love it so much. like these days of you feeling like you need to prove something to everybody, or you feel like you always got to fit the bill, or you feel like you always have to pour into every fucking person you meet, or you have to fix everybody's problems, or, you know, you entering codependent relationships, you're done with that. I don't know what happened or what clicked for you guys. Like, I don't know if there, maybe just something clicks on Friday and you're like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit anymore. But damn, you are really not doing that anymore. That Empress energy, you guys are looking good, feeling good, smelling good. You guys can really be in your like creative flowing juices, maybe some other kind of juices this weekend too. I don't know. Be careful of getting pregnant if you don't want to get pregnant this weekend. The Empress can definitely be an indication of that. Or if you're, you know, you have seeds to spread, don't spread them if you don't want the consequences of that. Okay. What I mean, what's that 10 of Swords? Let me just see. Whoops. The 3 of Cups. Oh, I think that people who take too much from you, I don't think you're interested in that anymore. I don't think you're interested in like reconciling. I don't think you're interested in the fake friends. I don't think, now I just heard No New Friends by Drake. Tell me about that 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Swords reversed. You're like, anything that's going to trigger me to come out of my throne or my element, I'm not interested in it. I mean, that Empress is trumping all of those cards. I don't have anything bad to say. I really don't. I mean, yeah, maybe you're going through an ending or whatever, but I feel like you're the one that's initiating it. You're like, yeah, no thanks, bye. I don't care, you know? And once we get to that place of that like Empress or Emperor energy, like we really, you know, you will really cut somebody off because you know your worth. There's not like a question about it. It's like, no, I'm not dealing with that. You know, you become very selective of who is able to gain access to your energy and who is not. You know, let that Venusian energy be your gatekeeper, baby. Nobody's getting, listen, if Aphrodite is ruling the gates of you, nobody's getting in those gates unless they have a Ferrari and a diamond ring. Okay, obviously I'm joking, but you know what I'm saying? So let's see that Queen of Cups reversed for what's coming towards you. Feels like the opposite of coming towards you. What is this person's intention with Scorpio? The 10 of Cups. Oh. I don't know if this person did something to you. Now, this can be that somebody is trying to force a conversation with you. Their intent is to connect or to have a relationship with you, whether this is family or romantic. But I don't really think that you trust this person. I think you're kind of over it. Because what you're feeling, in my opinion, you're feeling like somebody is being pushy with you. And I don't think that you trust this person. Let's see, what's Scorpio's opinion of this person? The 4 of Pentacles reversed, the Death card. You may feel like whoever this is, they could be another Scorpio, or you could feel like this person needs to take a chance and just, oh wow, no, I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm not gonna say that out loud. Oh my God. What a dark thing to deliver. No, I'm not saying that. That this person just needs to go ahead and take a risk and change. You know, you feel like this person is a dead end, I think. You feel like they're still holding on to some kind of identity out of fear or comfort or whatever, or just being straight up stubborn. That's really all I got for you with that one. Your advice, 7 of Cups reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, and the 4 of Wands reversed. Don't even let it in. You know, like I was saying, let Aphrodite be your gatekeeper, baby. You know? Don't even let it in. If it's not There was an article that I wrote a long time ago. Was it on, I think it was on, it reminds me of this article I wrote. I haven't written anything on here in a while. Let me see if I can find it. You can read it later after the thing if you want. Here you go. This is something I wrote, and it very much reminds me of, there you go. I put it in the chat. Anyway, you can read that if you want to. But to me, this is you being very honest and seeing through people's BS and not allowing people into your energy field, especially when you know they're full of shit and they're gonna trigger you. Okay. But I'm really not worried about you, if I'm gonna be honest. That Empress is just sitting pretty with all this chaos beneath her, literally beneath her. I'm not even worried about you this weekend. Good for you, Scorpio. Good for you. All right. Oh man, you know what? I forgot. That lady gave that really good recommendation to write the sign behind with a freaking Sharpie, and I freaking forgot to do it. Let me see. I'll put it over here. So now we're on. Can you guys even see this? It's freaking green. Nobody can even see that. Literally nobody can see that. No, it's not. Oh man, that's right, because I have my backwards camera. Oh man, I can't write backwards. You guys can actually see it? What if we just like... Oh my God. I did it! All right, can we just put Sag? Where are you from? I live in Virginia. Jalen! Oh my God! Hi! Just reverse the no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Ew. I can't. It's like the inverted filter on TikTok. I'm not doing it. Sorry. Notice Violetta's Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are all open. Violetta has me time. Wait, what? I got yelled at for caps, so believe my word when I say I'm screaming. Oh, no. Listen, I just want to let my mods know that Jalen has absolute authority here. She has been a diehard fan and friend of mine for almost 10 years now. So she gets absolute authority. I know you guys don't know Jalen, but she is a ride and die, okay? She has been around forever. This girl has went to battle with me, okay? Not like with me, but like with me towards others. So get mods, I love you, I respect you. Just give her some leeway. I'm excited to see you too, Jalen. I love you. How old are you? I'm 39. Yeah, Jalen is awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Oh, I love you too, Jalen. All right, so we have Sagittarius, 3 of Cups reversed. All right. The Ace of Cups for what's coming towards you. All right. The Knight of Cups. Okay, for your advice. Sag, what's going on, buddy? The Two of Wands. Okay. I heard what's next? The Ace of Pentacles reversed. Huh. Oh, yeah. You're distancing yourself. Damn, what's up with all this energy? You guys notice it's very similar. It's really, really similar. Why the Three of Cups reversed? The Ten of Cups. Was there a third party situation in your relationship? Why are we disconnecting though? Give me more on that. The High Priestess. For some of you, you are not reconciling with or not coming together with a certain person or group of people because your intuition is telling you not to. And it can be because you maybe want more of a commitment or you want to be more emotionally supported, but you feel like you're not going to get it here. And so you guys seem to be kind of like pivoting. You're making plans to drop something. You're making plans to like miss an opportunity, but it kind of feels like the ball's in your court, or this is like your decision. What's the Two of Wands? The King of Wands. Oh. Okay, some of you have a couple of different options and you might be going with the more spicy option. Because to me, this feels like you have been giving to a situation that feels very draining and you want to go towards something else that makes you feel more confident, that makes you feel more creative, attractive, desirable, something like that. Because something is not working where you've been putting energy. And you're kind of like, yeah, this isn't really, like you can feel it in your bones. Like, have you ever felt that when you're like with a group of people or you're in a relationship and you're like, oh, I just know this is not going to work out. I know that I am just wasting my time here. That's kind of what it feels like. Let's see that Ace of Cups. Wow. The Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor reverse. You have a brand spanking new opportunity. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when, you know, you finally move on from that one person that just has been draining the crap out of you, right? It's just exhausting, right? And you finally moved on and you start talking to somebody else, and then who comes around the corner? Who's there? You know, that same person that drained you, you know, now they want to act right. That's what this reminds me of. It makes me feel like you're open to new opportunities in your life this weekend and you're doing really well. You're very grounded in reality. You're doing your thing. You may be getting some love offers for some of you that are open to that. Or maybe you're taking some kind of creative ability and you're grounding it and you're monetizing it, or, you know, you're just taking it very seriously maybe. And then you have somebody over here who feels challenged by that or intimidated by that and is trying to make you feel some kind of way about it. That's what that reminds me of. Tell me more about this Emperor reverse and his intentions or her intentions. The Two of Swords try to confuse you. They just want to confuse you, in my opinion. Give me one more. The Hierophant reverse. This person is totally out of their depth. They're out of their damn depth. I feel like this is somebody who's trying to confuse you and they're trying to like force a vision into your dream, like force a, like almost like future faking. You know what future faking is? It's when somebody pretends like we're gonna do this and we're gonna make all these plans, but it's just like selling you a dream. It's not, there's nothing really there. Do not let this deter you. You hear me? No. You know what's interesting is we saw that King of Wands under your Two of Wands. And look at what your guidance is, the King of Wands. You know, I think with that Knight of Cups, it's time to be vulnerable. It's time to open up your heart, or it's time to let those creative juices flow. And if somebody's not, picking up what you're putting down, that's okay. You still need to be confident in what it is that you have to offer and what path it is that you are taking, or whatever path it is that you're on. Okay, so don't let that deter you, or this person deter you this weekend, or like ever. Thanks a lot, Sag. Let's go ahead and move on to Capricorn. What's up, Father Time? Oh my God, hi Nelson! I'm doing really good, how are you? Oh, I'm doing so good. It's very nice to see you. Oh my God, another old school fan. Okay. You're welcome, Joseph. Also, you guys don't forget, like I said, I know times are tough. I did make all of my readings 50% off on my website on violettaalexis.com, and all of my Hipsy one-on-one sessions are also half off as well. So all the prices that you see there, the updated prices are reflected in that. And I'm also going to dedicate one live a week on my Instagram to giving away super chat questions, okay? It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to answer every single one, but I'll try to answer as many as I can. So if you want to join me on Saturday, for anybody who needs guidance, feel free to follow me and come hang out, okay? All right, Capricorn, the world reversed. Who else had this? It was Virgo. Some of you could be dealing with the Virgo. The Nine of Wands reversed for what's coming towards you, and the Seven of Swords for your advice. Okay. Oh God. I feel like you might need to avoid somebody, but let's see. What's that world reversed about? The Sun. Give me one more. The Strength reverse. Tell me more about the Sun. The Two of Wands. Why? I feel like the energy is so similar with everyone. I think that there's something that you started a while ago, and I heard Uranus and Taurus. So Uranus is retrograde right now in Gemini. Uranus is going to be in Taurus. I think he enters on November 7th. So it might be something in regards to the Taurus part of your chart. I don't know why I heard that, okay? But there's something that you started a long time ago that you didn't finish because you don't have the confidence to do it, or you've been giving into other things that you shouldn't. Like, for instance, let's say that a long time ago you started on your workout and your nutrition journey and you were really ready to do it, but then you started giving into things like drinking and sugar, etc. And it's like you never followed through with your plan. Well, now I think that you're getting the confidence to be able to follow through with that. You're just not totally there yet. Why is that Strength reversed? The Fool reversed. I get that, but why? Why? I don't understand. What are we not confident about? The King of Swords. See, this is where we get so caught up in too much reality. It's like, You ever see those kids and they have like a big dream and they really want to do it? It's like usually you see it depicted in the movies, and then the son or the daughter wants to tell their parents that, oh, I really want to be, the president of the United States when I grow up, or I really want to be an artist, and they're like, that's ridiculous. You can't do that to make it in this world. It's like, how many great maybe presidents or artists have we lost to that kind of thinking? And I think that a lot of you guys may be being too logical about a situation. Like, there's something that makes you so happy, but it's like, it makes you happy, yes, but there's not a lot of confidence in it because you feel like it's not logical, so you're too hesitant to finish it, or you're too hesitant to go through with it. Hold on, I gotta close this door. Okay, sorry. Sorry, guys, I keep playing with my hair. It's an annoying habit. So let's do that Nine of Wands reversed. Oh, gross. What is this person's intention? Need one more. Okay. Nine of Wands reversed, Four of Swords reversed, and the Page of Wands. You're going to get a message this weekend. You're going to get a message this weekend, and it's somebody who is trying to get something off of their chest. It looks to me like this is someone who wants to connect with you romantically with that Two of Cups. Maybe it's a friend, okay? But I think that they have a lot on their mind, especially with that Nine of Wands reverse and that Four of Swords reverse. And I think they've been battling with it for a while. And it seems like this person kind of wants to, well, put it at your door and see what you do with it. It feels like a confession, Capricorn. It feels like a confession. It feels like a message. And I think that you're probably happy to see this person. What's Capricorn's opinion of this person? The Five of Wands reversed, the Four of Cups. In your opinion, this person is somebody who is, like, they always think the grass is greener on the other side, or they're never happy with where they're at, or they're never happy with what they have, but then they don't do anything about it, or they blame everybody else for why they don't have XYZ, or why their life doesn't look like XYZ, or that's kind of your opinion, and you're disappointed by whomever this is. I don't think that they have bad intent. It doesn't necessarily mean that. What does Capricorn feel for this person? The Eight of Pentacles reverse. You feel like this person doesn't put in enough effort. Like something is not enough, or something doesn't reach a certain standard. And it's like, it's almost like this is somebody who, do you ever been in a relationship where it just feels like the person you're with is just like going through the motions? Like they're there just because they're committed, or this is what they're supposed to do. Like how I hear a lot of marriages are. Another reason why I don't want to get fucking married. It sounds like a nightmare. That's like, that might be your opinion of this person. And it can't just be that they don't meet a standard. Again, I don't think that they have bad intent, but that doesn't really mean much, right? All the time. Your guidance for this weekend is the Seven of Swords, the Hangman reversed, and the Hermit. For what? Okay. I think you're needing to spend some time alone this weekend, if I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn. I think you're needing to kind of hide out a little bit, hide out in the cabin. And I think that's because you're needing to strategize. There's a new perspective that you're needing to look for. And I think it's because you haven't surrendered to something, or you're still holding on to something that isn't really going anywhere. And I'm not sure what that's about, but the end game, it says the reason for the guidance is the Nine of Pentacles. It's about independence. It's about individuality. It's about knowing who you are. And as is the Hermit. The Hermit is associated with the number 9 in the major arcana in tarot. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles. And it can hold the same energy as Mars, and Mars rules Aries. It's about assertion and drive and ambition and willpower and me. Aries is about me and the self. And so I feel like that's what you guys are needing to focus on, because there's something about needing to be independent, not a codependence, not feeling like you need to overgive or overprove in some kind of way, you know, not where you feel like you need some kind of validation or false validation. No, it's about true, honest to God, independence and self. And that's what you guys are needing to focus on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sit there and try to decode that for an hour. I'm just not doing it. Don't do it. I get too tempted. Sure, inner peace can definitely be a part of it. Absolutely. I think that goes hand in hand for sure. Thanks, Kate. It's nice to see you. All right, Aquarius, last but not least, King of Pentacles in your energy. 5 of Cups reversed for what's coming towards you. Okay. The 8 of Wands for your advice. Okay, I like it. I don't even want to clarify. God forbid I freaking clarify. The Ace of Wands and the Magician. Damn. Aquarius. Okay. Damn, you are not messing around. I mean, you are doing very well financially this weekend. You're definitely on your high horse, not in a bad way. It's definitely warranted. But there's so much stability that you have in regards to your finances, your home life, your relationship, if you're in one, whatever it is. And it's motivating you to do more. It's motivating you to be more, see more, do more. And I think that where you're at is comfortable and it's good and it's working for you, but you're inspired to do more. And I think that your intent is to do exactly that, because there's a lot of talents, gifts, skills, and abilities that you know that you have that goes outside of what already is and what you're already doing. There's more potential. And I think that you're being heavily supported right now to focus on whatever this is. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's, I don't know, graphic design, maybe, who knows, whatever it is, but you are inspired. And I feel like you're inspiring as well. I feel like people around you are going to feel that energy and be inspired. And it's very attractive. Like the Ace of Wands is very attractive. It's very attractive energy. It's very sexy, you know. It's like the Magician here always has like a trick up his or her sleeve. You know, there's always something there. I feel like you have so much charisma this weekend. Use it. Use it to your advantage. I don't see anything bad here at all. The 5 of Cups reversed with the 7 of Wands. The 5 of Pentacles reversed, okay? What's the intent of the 7 of Wands? The Tower reversed. Oh, I see. Give me one more. Page of Wands. somebody here is trying to maintain some kind of relationship with you. Like they're trying to maintain it. This is somebody you've already had a certain level of success with at some point, and now this person is trying to maintain it with you. But I think that is going to require some level of forgiveness, thoughtfulness, conversation to be able to maintain it. Because this person, whoever this is, they don't want to lose you with the Tower reversed. This person is trying to hold on to this. I think that they're trying to be very lighthearted in regards to how they communicate with you, but there's more to it. Not in a bad way. It doesn't feel negative at all. Because there was a separation here between you and this person, or something wasn't all there, or you guys had missed out on one another, or maybe the timing wasn't right. But to me, this is really positive. Because yeah, sometimes the Seven of Wands can be like, oh, somebody's jealous, somebody's competing, you know, or whatever it is. But not with that Five of Cups reverse and the Five of Pentacles reverse. I'm not getting that. What is Capricorn's opinion of this person? The Fool reversed. You might feel like this person's an idiot. Whoever this person is, they can be a Libra maybe with that Justice there, or somebody who's very Uranian with a nature, which is your co-ruler. But you feel like this person makes really stupid decisions sometimes. And maybe that's what that Five of Cups reverse is. Maybe that's why they're trying to maintain the relationship. I think that you feel like this person is an idiot and they make a lot of really dumbass fucking mistakes. And you're like, okay, well, you know, I don't know. It seems like this person is trying to maintain a friendship or a relationship with you despite their shortcomings. Your guidance, Five of Wands, excuse me, Eight of Wands, Five of Swords reverse, and the Six of Cups reverse. I mean, I wouldn't hold on to grudges. It doesn't mean that you have to forgive this person. It doesn't even mean that you have to have them in your life, but don't hold on to that grudge and let it poison you from the inside out, because it's not going to win. Like, it's just not going to go anywhere. Like, if you feel like you need to speak your mind, by all means, you know, speak your mind, but keep moving forward. Don't allow this to pull you back in or get you back into some kind of negativity or whatever it is. You just don't need it. I feel like you guys have the best reading of the night. All right. Thank you, Aquarius. We got ourselves a winner. All right. Now I'm going to move on to super chat questions. Jalen, I don't even remember what sign you are. Are you a Libra? I can't remember. I know Ed's a Libra. You're welcome, Mojo, anytime. Oh my God, these jeans are the best. Ah, I did know you were a Libra. I can't believe I remember that. Oh, you're dating an Aquarius. Aquarius was my longest relationship. You're welcome, Michaela. All right, I guess I'm gonna use these cards. Libra gang forever. I love that. Oh God, all that air sign, all that air in one house. I don't think so. No. I need some water to soak up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I need me a little Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person around me. Bye, Mojo. Let me ask his wife what her sign is. Yeah, definitely. All right, super chat. Damn, I forgot about the freaking board. June 13th, so a Gemini. Oh my God. All air, no thanks. I like air signs, but I am not here for the whole air sign house. I don't know, maybe I'd like it, you know? My Mercury's in Libra. I don't have many air signs though. I have Chiron conjunct to Lilith in Gemini. I have Mercury in my South Node in Libra. That's it. I don't have anything in Aquarius. Last one. I'm Cancer, Sun, Pisces, Moon, and Scorpio rising. Okay, relax. Okay. I'm quadruple Earth, baby. All right. Too much water, you're going to turn me into mud. You know what I'm saying? No. Just messing. You look dominant. It can be. All right. I will say there was this one, I'm submissive with the right person, but you have to be so, you have to earn it. You have to be so worthy. Like, you have to be like fucking Eddard Stark or Jon Snow. You know what I'm saying? Or Daenerys Targaryen before she lost it. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to be submissive to people who I just know that I wouldn't follow anywhere, and it just killed me. Just couldn't do it. Robb Stark is pretty awesome too, yeah. My girlfriend made me stuck. It's good. There is this one video though that I saw. Like, if you're not obsessed with me, it's just not going to work for me. I'm a Venus and Scorpio. I can't. If you're not going to be obsessed, just get out of my face. Seriously. Let somebody else in that's obsessed with me. I don't. But I saw this one video, and it was on, like, I think it was on Jerry Springer. I posted it on my story on Violetta Alexis at one point, but I posted it, and it was this guy. It was like this guy, he's like 6'4", and his girlfriend is like 5'5", and she was dominant with him, and he was just obsessed with her, right? And he was totally submissive to her. And he was on his knees in front of her on the show, and then he tried to get back up, and she goes, some of y'all saw it, I know you did, and she goes, "Stay." And he got back on his knees with a big ass smile on his face. And I said, you know what? That is so hot. He's exactly where he wants to be, baby. He is exactly where he wants to be. Exactly where he wants to be. That was so attractive, honestly. Yes, get on your knees. Oh my God. He was so happy, please. He was so happy. He was happier than a pig in shit, baby. All right, I guess I gotta do this. Let me go ahead and grab, and bark like you want it, right? Hi, baby. What is wrong? Are you hungry? Yeah? Did you want to come up here and say hi? The baby. Oh my goodness. Who is this baby? Look at her. She's so cute. You can tell she's so happy to be here. What is wrong? Look at her little tootsies. love you. Do you want to come up here? Play cards? No? Okay. Oh my God, all of these deleted messages. I just can't. All right, well, on that note, I'm gonna go grab a little snack and I'm gonna grab some water and I'll be right back. Why are all of these why are Jalen's messages deleted? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and grab my little water or whatever. Okay, no problem. I'll be right back, you guys. Are you hungry? Here, baby. Come on, baby. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Mr. Arlo! Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here. Arlo. I want them to see you. Come here, baby. Okay. Look. What's that? Can you guys see him? He's so cute. I love him so much. I'm so obsessed with him. I love you so much. You're so cute. You're just a baby. Look. Ready? Okay, Arlo. You guys have to watch this. Hold on. Okay, come here. Okay, ready? Very... Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see him. How can I do it? Come over here. Okay, come here. Sit. Okay, watch him. You see him? Okay. Arlo. Very, very gentle, Arlo. Very, very gentle. Can you be so gentle? Very gentle. Very gentle. Good boy. You're so cute. Nobody will ever know how much I love this dog. I am obsessed with this animal. He's such a good boy. No, Jalen, it's my parents' dog. I wish he was my dog. Lancer, what are you talking about? Gentle. Gentle. Good boy. Okay. Super chat questions. Number one. Number one. What is this? It almost feels like somebody's purposely not acknowledging you. Like they're doing it on purpose. Like, I don't know if like you walk into a group or something and there's always like a girl or a guy there that like pretends to not to notice you or whatever it is, or you know, if you're waiting on a text back from somebody and they take too long to do it, it's like they're doing it on purpose, is what I got with that. Really weird message. Why? The Five of Cups reversed. They may be afraid to lose you, this person, or how strange. It's almost like they feel like doing this is going to get more of your attention. Something like that. But somebody's doing that. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Let's see what you do not see coming. Show me with this month what the King of Wands reversed. Ew, is this them? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Eight of Wands reversed. I'm getting the same energy of like somebody purposely. So the King of Wands reversed is usually a man who's really in his ego. Really in his ego about things. You know, he's the kind of person that has to make you feel like crap so he can feel better, blah, 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 right? And this person is more than you think they are. This person really cares what you think about them. And so they may do certain things to like act out or make you feel unnoticed or something like that. It's like this person is either purposely not communicating with you, or you may feel like something is forced, like this person is trying to force looking cool or something like that. What a weird message. I'm sorry. I know that's really just an odd message, but let's see what the guidance is. Arlo, stop being fat. There's no food there. Nothing will come of this situation, and I don't think anything should, honestly. I feel like this is just telling you to ignore it. The North Node, focus on like what you want in life. Like focused on, so you think about the South Node. To me, this isn't like a destiny point per se. Like, yes, in a way, but it's more so of the North Node is like the qualities that you're supposed to learn and integrate into your life in this lifetime, right? The South Node is the gifts that you already came with, okay? And so that North Node, wherever your North Node is in your natal chart, I want you to focus on that. That's what I want you to focus on. Don't focus on this. Focus on your destiny, because there can be something that feels like a distraction to me. And then divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as you journey through life's mysteries. So there you go. Okay, but whoever this is just, they feel very insecure to me. Alrighty. Thank you, number one. Number two. Let me see. How does he feel now that she's ended things? The Emperor reversed. Six of Swords reversed. He's still stuck on it, you know, and he's feeling pretty insecure about it. The Emperor reversed is when we are trying to force control, you know, or when we, you know, in very extreme cases where we feel emasculated, where somebody feels emasculated and like they don't have control, so they try to force control or they try to force their narrative or whatever. He's still stuck on you. Is he going to try to come back around? The Tower reversed, the Chariot reversed. He's not going to let you go, but I see him being too much of a bit of a coward to actually pursue. I think his ego may have taken a little bit of a hit, maybe. So now we have number three. Okay, what is he not telling her that she should know? The Queen of Swords, there's a feminine person in his life. What are his feelings about this person? The Devil. It can't be a Libra. That Queen of Swords is like a Libra. It can't be a Gemini or an Aquarius, but this is Libra. The queens are all cardinal, okay? And the Devil, his relationship to her, this is somebody who's very attached to whoever this Queen of Swords is. This can be like a temptation, you know, him being stuck on her, obsessed with her in some way. What is her feelings towards him? The Three of Cups reversed. She feels like a third party. Or there's some, tell me more about that Three of Cups reversed. The Sun reversed. Arlo, stop. Sorry. She doesn't really know what to think. Her ego's wrapped up in this in some way. This looks a little like drama behind the scenes, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know who this is. Tell me about that Devil. The Seven of Cups. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that number three. I really don't. The Seven of Cups can be very debaucherous, especially when you combine it with the Devil. This is Venus and Scorpio. This is obviously the Devil. You know, it can be like temptation. I don't like that. What is the mutual energy of this relationship or this connection? The Lovers reverse, the Knight of Cups reverse. This isn't anything that's built on like a foundation. It's more idealistic. This can be an ex. It can be like this weird unrequited thing. I feel like, if I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like he wants her, she doesn't want him, or something like that. Not really. If anything, it's just more based on ego, not anything significant. Should you continue to invest? Let's see. I feel like you can do better. Two of Swords reversed, the Empress reversed. But this is kind of asking you, like, do you want to do better? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want to do better? You know, and like really ask yourself, does this person meet my standard? Does this person give me the attention that I feel like I deserve? Does this person, I don't know. I don't know, whatever your values are. Do we have the same values, beliefs? You know, do I feel like maybe I'm over giving in this situation? Do I feel like I'm selling myself short? You know, these are questions that you really need to answer for yourself. But no, I don't think that you should. Okay, that's just my opinion. Your dreams need a practical plan. Trine and plan wisely. Cultivate success through meticulous research and strategic plotting. Your foresight will unveil new paths. So once you get there, I feel like this is outside of this. Once you get really real about this dream that you want or this thing that you desire, and you actually start like writing out a list, putting a plan in place, things are really going to fall into your lap. I really believe that, because that's what a trine is it's an aspect in astrology. It's something that falls in your lap, not like a sextile where it's an opportunity that you have to take in order to receive. This is something that will fall into your lap. So I feel the better you plan and the more that you take practical steps to something that you want, I feel like you're going to find that it literally falls in your lap. That's what it's going to feel like. So I don't know what that's about. Thank you. Thank you so much, number 3. Oh, God, really? All right, number 4. Oh, hi, honey. Oh my God, that was so sweet. I love you so much. You're so cute. I love you. Are you my very good boy? Yes, you are my very good boy. I love you. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Okay, sorry. Okay, can I work, please? Wait. Okay, hold on, okay? Hold on. Okay, number 4. Okay. Number 4. How does this person see number 4? What about feelings? Okay. Well, I mean, it's only a 2-card pull, but the Ace of Cups reverse for how somebody views you can be either A, you're drained, okay, and you're not open to being vulnerable, or B, you're very much about self-love, okay, and you're very much concerned about what you need emotionally and pouring that into yourself. This person totally adores you or very much admires you. The Page of Cups is like somebody who admires you. So definitely not the worst cards in the world. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, number 4. It's always nice to see you. We have number 5. Jesus. Now I got freaking dog hair. Ew. Okay. Okay. He seems to be focused on another opportunity, some kind of old opportunity from the past. I don't know what that's about, but that's where his focus is. So this may be something that he's walked away from before, and now he's returning to it to plant some kind of seed here. So this could be the reasoning for why he does not want you to do that. So I don't know what that opportunity is. What is the Ace of Pentacles? The High Priestess reversed. Give me one more. The World. Something was revealed to him in secret about this opportunity that he's coming back around to complete or finish. Let me just see. What are his feelings for her? I'm going to pull you an extra one. What are his feelings for number 5? The 3 of Swords reversed. Give me one more. The 3 of Pentacles. I'd be careful of any like third-party situations or something like that with those 2 3s there. Because I feel like he, you know, he may feel like you guys are healing from something or you are healing from something. You know, he feels like you guys are on the same page about a lot of things. But this, it seems like his focus is on something from the past. Okay. It's like someone revealed something to him or someone told him a secret or something like that, which created a new opportunity for him to, oh my God, this is driving me, complete something with someone or something. So I don't know what that's about. That's weird. Best of luck, obviously. Thank you, number 5. I know that I have a freaking dog hair. It's driving me nuts. I know I have a freaking dog hair. Where is it? All right, whatever. I don't care. All right, number 6. Oh, God, that's really hurtful. Okay, number 6. Well, first, he has to have a desire to repair it, okay? So let's see what he wants with you first. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. The 10 of Wands reversed. It's a lack of long-term planning. There's no real intent or desire for a full-blown commitment. You know, he's not thinking, where are we going to be in 10 years? And I know that sounds really harsh, but that 10 of Wands reverse is like somebody who doesn't want to take responsibility for that. You know, so already I'm not too keen on that. Let me get one more. The Star. Well, he wants, I mean, the Star is Aquarius. You know, Aquarius has correlations to the 11th house, which can talk about friendship. So I think he wants healing. You know, don't get me wrong. I think he wants to share things. I think he wants to talk. I think he wants healing. I do think that he wants that, you know. But as far as like a long-term commitment, taking full responsibility for that, I don't see that there. But I still think that that card, the Star, is going to trump those other cards because it's a major arcana. Tell me about that Star, the 5 of Pentacles. He wants to heal what has been broken, you know. So that is good. It's good that he has hope that you guys can heal what has been broken. Now let me see if you can. Can it truly be repaired beyond friendship? I'm scared to look. Judgment. I do think that there can be accountability. This is Pluto, so there can be a deep transformative repair between the two of you, but let me see the nature of it. The Fool. There could be a brand new beginning. I do feel like it's possible that true accountability, honesty, which I know you Scorpios love, right? And the Fool being there, it's like kind of letting bygones be bygones, but we're not just sweeping things under the rug. We're taking full accountability of an issue. The King of Pentacles reversed. There's that lack of commitment, though. It's not, sorry, I have like a freaking dog hair on me and it's bothering me. There's like not a commitment. I don't see like a romantic kind of thing. Is he talking to someone else besides number 6? Romantically? Temperance. Yep. How would she know who this person is? Justice. A Libra? Could be somebody who's already in a relationship, somebody who works in law, somebody who, give me one more for who this person is. The 5 of Wands. Somebody who tends to like get in some drama, but they also they can be a peacemaker. But yes, I think that he's involved with someone. That Temperance would be a yes. What are his feelings for her? Page of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune. It's the Wheel of Fortune isn't bad. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is like he feels like maybe a part of this is faded, or like this connection is bigger than he is, you know. But the Page of Wands reverse isn't really. I don't want to say he's not taking it seriously, but the Page of Wands reverse is a bit of a childish energy. It's not mature. It's, you know, we're just kind of going with things. You know, there's no real like initiation. It's just kind of like whatever happens is the vibe with him. Which I'm not into the nonchalant kind of vibe. But the Wheel of Fortune is good. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, if that's how you feel for somebody, that's really positive. It's like somebody who has made a very positive impact on your life and these things. Give to what? I'm going to have to clarify that. Okay. A time to give what? The 9 of Swords reversed. You have a time to give rather than take, clarified by the 9 of Swords reversed, New Moon in Virgo, sextile and worthy goal. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. So there needs to be a new beginning that you create for yourself, where you really hunker down and go after the shit that you want in life outside of this connection. Like, what do you want? Who do you want to be? What do you want to work on? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to finish? And I feel like you owe it to yourself to be able to start taking these steps, to be able to get this out of your mind. I'm not saying you have to forget about this person or anything like that, but something that is going to make you feel like yourself again or more achieved in your life. I'm not saying you're not achieved, but you know what I mean? So there's something about your life's purpose that you're needing to give into right now. Okay. I hope you're okay. That's a crappy situation to be in. Thank you, number 6. Number 7, what's up? Okay, let me see. Okay. There's a feminine energy here. This Queen of Cups reversed. I don't think that this is you. Somebody who maybe is emotional, has some trust issues. This person seems to be wanting to work with you on something or work together on your guys' friendship, connection, whatever it is. That seems to be their intent, in my opinion. Why is the Queen of Cups reversed? The Five of Swords. There was something regarding some kind of manipulation or mind games. I don't know if that was between you and this woman or this person. Maybe this is you. Okay. But I didn't feel that is when I put it down. I feel like this person's very confused. Work on what? The Hierophant reversed. There could be something about learning here, but I feel like you and another person aren't really on the same page about certain things, like maybe in regards to politics, morals, values, what you know, the foundation of your connection. Like you and this person might be a little rocky, and this person seems to have the intent to be able to work on things with you, to be able to build some kind of foundation here. So I don't know who that is. I mean, it could just be you, you know, but I didn't feel that when I put it down. So I don't know who that is. But it's definitely like a feminine energy. She seems to not really trust you, or she's having some issues around trusting in general, or her emotional development, or her emotional sanity, to be honest. So I don't know who that is. Thank you, number 7. It's always nice to see you. Number 8. Okay, number 8, are you saying that you were born under a lunar eclipse in Scorpio? Ooh. That's a rough energy. Moon and Scorpios, you guys need somewhere to put all of that energy. The moon is in its fall in Scorpio, especially if you're born on a lunar eclipse. It could always feel like you're going through these constant, especially in Scorpio, these death and rebirth cycles that feel exhausting. I think it's important for you guys to, or for you to go touch grass. Like, get out of your head, get out of your trauma, you know, and have some kind of outlet that's going to help you deal with that intensity that you're feeling. The worst thing that you can do is sit there and fixate on something, okay? Whatever it is that you're feeling, it's important for you to transmute that energy. So, you know, maybe you're feeling some kind of way, and instead of bursting, you know, out of your seams, you write a song. You channel that emotional anger into going to the gym. You have to find a channel for it instead of just letting it wilt inside of you. But let me see. What is this person doing wrong? Let's see. The 6 of Pentacles. You may be giving too much in the wrong direction, okay? or it's that you're taking too much. There may be a need for you to, so listen, if you are giving too much in situations, or you're giving something too much power, you're giving someone too much money, or if this is something that you do, or whatever it is, it's because you're trying to prove something. It's because you're trying to prove that you're worthy, or trying to prove that you're useful, or something like that. You have to lay off of that if that's your mindset. If this is you taking too much, like if you're too dependent on others, you need to learn how to be more independent. Okay, so it depends on which side of the fence you're on. Thank you, number 8. Good luck. That's difficult. We have number 9. Okay, what can she expect from this person within the next month? 8 of Swords reverse. The Knight of Swords reverse. The 4 of Cups. Ew, I don't like it. I mean, this person has genuinely decided that he was just going to follow your lead. You can expect him to never be happy with what's going on. You can expect him to, be kind of woe is me, or always thinking the grass is greener, being passive aggressive, feeling constantly triggered. Like, that's the vibe. It's a very, like, have you ever been around somebody and you just, like, immediately your energy just drops? That's probably what you can expect when you come around this person in the next month, or if you talk to this person, because that's what it's going to feel like. Okay. What about, like, December? Okay, 9 of Cups. The Strength. Okay. What about his action towards her? The 2 of Cups. So in December, it looks better. Maybe after this Mercury, maybe after Mercury goes direct. All right. You can expect him to be a little bit more digestible. Let's say that. It seems like he's pretty content. He's pretty happy. He seems to be trying to connect with you in some kind of way. There's passion here. He's a little bit self-focused, right? The 9 of Cups can be like me and what I want and being content with self. The Strength is Leo. Leo is about, me and my sense of self-expression, but it's not bad, right? Because his action towards you is it seems like you guys are connecting in a very romantic or thoughtful way. And so I think that December looks better than November, in my opinion. So there's some kind of connection, and it seems to be pretty passionate in December. Don't let pride get in your way is your advice. Okay. And then you have House 5, double Leo energy. That's pretty funny. We were just talking about that. And then Dreamweaver, dreaming and imagining, bring your powerful vision into reality. So, there can be something where pride is getting in your way of maybe House 5 things: romance, self-expression, intimacy. I wouldn't really call House 5 sex. I don't mean to be crass, but House 5 can be like sex, fun, things like that, joy. Like, allow yourself to have a little bit of fun. I think that the more imaginative that you become or allow yourself to be, I think that the more you'll realize you can bring your manifestations into reality. But it's asking you to lead with more of a playful and lighthearted approach than anything, okay? We have number 10. Okay. Why did they really reach out to number 10? They're going through a dark night of the soul. It seems like they're going through a bit of a tough time. They're thinking a lot about themselves, about who they are. What do they actually want from number 10? The Death reversed. What is that Death reversed? The Moon reversed. This person seems to have some kind of fear of change or a fear of some kind of ending in their life. They're trying to pivot, is what it seems like. And it seems like they're trying to utilize you to be able to do that. I'm not gonna say utilize, that sounds nasty, but that was what I could think of, okay? This person is trying to pivot, like I said. They seem to be really they seem to be in a bad place mentally, or they're really again hanging on to some kind of fears. How do they want number 10 to feel? That's what I want to know. They want you to feel useful. 6 of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. They want you to feel like you're stable or committed to something. Really weird. Feels a little cryptic. But they seem to be going through a really tough time. If this is like an ex or something, they may fear that you're going to end this for good, or that you're going to let go, perhaps. It's almost like this person wants you to feel like the stable one. I don't know why. That's really weird. Confidence is your key to success. The moon, we have the moon twice here. And then spiritual retreat. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. So I think that you are maybe needing to spend some time alone, especially with that moon energy there. Maybe you need to take a spiritual retreat. Maybe you just need to go and write on some Substack this weekend. You know, maybe you're needing to go take a couple of walks, whatever it is. But I feel like through this level of solitude and knowing and getting in touch with your own sense of emotions and taking care of yourself, I think that that will build confidence. I don't know why it's telling you about the confidence thing. Maybe you're having some problems, whatever. But yeah, that's what I got. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Thanks, darling. Hope you're doing well. All right, now we have number 11. Okay, is there a third party romantically? No. 7 of Wands reverse. I don't think so, no. Can she trust this? I need one more. No, you can't. I don't think you can trust it, but I don't necessarily see like a romantic third party. Even if there was, it's not a competition. Like these people are not a competition to you. 7 of Wands reversed. I don't think that you can trust this. I think this person is too immature, and I don't think that they're healed enough to be able to do this, honestly. Thank you, darling. Always good to see you. And number 12. Which of the sign readings tonight is most for me? Sagittarius and Capricorn. Sagittarius and Capricorn, darling. Sagittarius first, Capricorn second. I love you. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you so much. Whew. The trolls were real tonight. Shout out to my mods. Shout out to my mods. I know that you guys had it really bad tonight. And just proof that it doesn't really matter what you wear, you know, wearing jeans and a long sleeve. Still gonna get the weirdos, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my mods. I love you guys. All the respect in the world. Thank you guys for showing up. I hope that I will see some of you guys on Saturday. I know that a lot of you have kind of already left already, but I hope I see you guys on Saturday for the free readings and just to come and hang out with me. Oh, thanks, Lori. That was pretty cool, Zenergy. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you. Have a good one. Good night.